June 29, 2014, from the TD Bank Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. It was WWE's Money in the Bank, and this was the ladder match for the WWE World Heavyweight title. So whoever won this match would win the unified title, as the two belts were hanging above the ring. Stephanie and Triple H came out, and then Sheamus made his way to the ring. Next we had Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt has quite the entrance, and he's gaining quite the popularity in the WWE universe as the WWE Nation in the stands lit up their cell phones for Bray Wyatt as he made his way down to the ring. Next we had Del Rio as he ran down really quick. Then we had Cesaro with his manager Paul Heyman. Next up we had John Cena as John Cena made his entrance. He displayed his towel as Never Give Up, and the fans in Boston were cheering for him. He does have some boos, but a majority of the people were cheering for Cena as he ran through a bunch of ladders on his way to the ring. Next we saw Randy Orton, which was much to the delight of the Authority, as that's their man in the match. Then we had Roman Reigns as he made his way through the crowd, as the fans were going crazy for Roman Reigns, as he then went to the corner, threw his hands up in the air as everybody cheered. We had pretty much everybody in the ring except for one person, and that was Kane. And so Kane made his way out to the ring, and Triple H and Stephanie were looking on as they were seeing their bodyguard for Randy Orton, as Kane was an insurance policy, as they wanted Randy Orton to win the title tonight, as he's supposed to be the face of the WWE according to the Authority. So now we had all 8 men in the ring, and this was quite the match. Things ensued pretty quickly as everybody was going at it. As you see all 8 men joined up as they're just battling each other, and it was just utter mayhem. It was chaos, total brutality. It was just ladders everywhere, just huge moves, high risk moves. Everybody was taking a beating. Cena was taking a beating early on. Then we had Kane dishing out quite the beating. He was choke slamming people. Then we had Cesaro and Sheamus up top of the ladder, and Bray Wyatt came over and he pushed the ladder over, and that left Cesaro and Sheamus hanging from the belts as they were each hanging on to the title. But Sheamus ended up falling down, and then Cesaro was up there, and then he fell, and then Bray Wyatt nailed him, so Bray Wyatt could have moved him right after he fell. Then we had Sheamus going at it with Randy Orton, and Randy Orton had been busted open earlier in the match, and Sheamus was looking to bust him open further. Sheamus crawled on top of the ladder. Randy Orton was able to reverse it, and then he ended up nailing Sheamus off the ladder onto the outside mat with a DDT. Just total craziness in this match. And then we had a setup where we had this gigantic ladder, and on top of the gigantic ladder, we had Cesaro and Sheamus once again, and there was a ladder propped in between this big ladder. And then Roman Reigns came over, and it was a tremendous feat of strength as he picked up the ladder with the 2 men on top of it, propped it to the corner, and then Cesaro and Sheamus were just hanging on for dear life as it was at this awkward angle. Just one of many highlights of the match. Just an incredible match. You can catch the whole thing on the WWE Network. This is just some of the few highlights. There were so many highlights in this match. Too many highlights to cover everything, but just going over the basics. Then we had John Cena come over, and Cena ended up straightening out this ladder, and then he went to climb it up, but then Bray Wyatt came over and he nailed Cena. So Bray Wyatt ended up slamming Cena onto the ladder. It's just totally crazy. Then Kane ended up coming into this situation, and he ended up clearing everyone out of the ring as he just nailed everyone, just grabbed them off the ladder. Next thing you know, we had Roman Reigns and Cena in the middle of the ring battling it out. Roman Reigns was up, it looked like John Cena was going to hit him with the double A, but then freaking Roman Reigns hit him with the spear. Then Roman Reigns was climbing the ladder. It looked like Roman Reigns was going to win the match. But then here comes Randy Orton, much to the delight of Triple H and Stephanie, as Randy Orton stopped Roman Reigns from winning the match. And then Randy Orton was climbing the ladder. It looked like Randy Orton was going to win, but here comes Bray Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt grabs Randy Orton, and He stopped him from winning, and then everybody in the arena was going absolutely nuts. It looked like we were gonna see Bray Wyatt win this match as he had hit Randy Orton with Sister Abigail. Then here comes Alberto Del Rio, and Alberto Del Rio grabs Bray Wyatt, and he nails him with a couple of super kicks. And then Del Rio made his way up to the top of the ladder, and it looked like Alberto Del Rio was going to win this match. And everybody was booing. But then here comes Sheamus, and Sheamus grabbed the ladder, he pushed the ladder over, and sent Alberto Del Rio flying. Then he straightened out the ladder. Then Sheamus made his way to the top of the ladder. Sheamus grabbed the belt. But here comes Cesaro. Cesaro grabbed Sheamus. He uppercutted him. And then he did a neutralizer to Sheamus. Then Cesaro went up the ladder really quick. It looked like he was going to win the match. He grabbed the belts. But here comes Randy Orton out of nowhere. And Randy Orton threw Cesaro up in the air and grabbed him with the RKO. It was just a tremendous move off the ladder. And then Randy Orton climbed the top of the ladder. It looked like Randy Orton was going to win once again, as he had been in advantage at many points throughout the match. But here comes Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns grabbed him, and Randy Orton was really bloody, and Roman Reigns just kept headbutting him over and over. Randy Orton fell off the ladder. Then here came Kane, and Kane chokeslammed Roman Reigns. So he chokeslammed Roman Reigns off the ladder. So now it looked like Randy Orton had this match well in hand. He was bloody, but Kane was there to hold the ladder for him, and he was going to make his way up. But then John Cena came in. He hit Kane with the double A, and then he hit Randy Orton with the double A. And then John Cena climbs the ladder, and John Cena grabs the belt, and John Cena wins. John Cena wins in Boston. And John Cena wins for the 15th time. He's the 15th time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And Triple H was beside himself. He couldn't believe it. Stephanie couldn't believe it either. Is they had set everything up for Randy Orton to win. They had Kane in there as the insurance policy and the bodyguard, and he did his job. But John Cena somehow, some way, found a way to just hit them both with the double A. They climbed the ladder and grabbed the belts. John Cena looked as if he was shocked himself, as was the Authority. But John Cena wins the title. So John Cena is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion for the 15th time here at Money in the Bank in Boston, Massachusetts. As John Cena wins the title in his backyard.